Welcome to my channel, Coin Treasure HD. 1994D Washington quarter dollar sitting in your pocket, coin jar, or old collection could be worth far more than just 25 cents. In today's video, we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating world of the 1994D quarter dollar, one of the most searched modern US coins among collectors and coin roll hunters. We'll uncover its history, design, mintage numbers, current market value, rare mint eras, and the surprising reasons why some high-grade examples have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. Whether you're a beginner collector, a seasoned numismatist, or simply curious about valuable coins in circulation, this video is packed with important information you won't want to miss. So stay tuned until the end, because you might discover that a hidden treasure is already sitting in your collection. Let's get started and explore the value of the 1994D Washington quarter dollar. Top 3 first up. The 1994D Washington quarter is one of the most widely collected modern United States coins. Although millions of these coins were produced at the Denver Mint, collectors continue searching for high-grade examples, unusual mint eras, and well-preserved pieces that may be worth far more than their face value of 25 cents. At first glance, the 1994D quarter may look like an ordinary coin found in pocket change, but for coin enthusiasts and numismatists, it represents an important part of the long-running Washington quarter series. Because many of these coins circulated heavily, finding one with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal wear can be much harder than most people think. This is why collectors regularly examine rolls, jars, and old collections, hoping to discover a valuable 1994D quarter. The Washington quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first president of the United States. What started as a commemorative design became a permanent circulating coin series and remains one of the most recognizable American coins ever produced. The 1994D quarter belongs to the final years of the classic Washington quarter design before the introduction of the famous 50-state quarters program in 1999. The year 1994 was a significant period in American history. The United States economy was growing, technology was rapidly advancing, and coin production remained strong to meet commercial demand. During this time, the U.S. Mint continued producing billions of circulating coins, including Washington quarters. The Denver Mint played a major role in supplying quarters to western and central regions of the country. While the 1994D quarter was created primarily for everyday commerce, collectors today appreciate it as part of the final chapter of the traditional Washington quarter era. For coin collectors, the 1994D quarter is important because it represents a modern issue that is common in lower grades, but surprisingly difficult to find in top-quality mint state condition. As a result, certified high-grade examples can command impressive premiums in the numismatic marketplace. The obverse, or front, of the 1994D Washington quarter features a portrait of George Washington facing left. The design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and was first introduced in 1932. Above Washington's head appears the word Liberty, while the national motto "In God We Trust" is located to the left. The date, 1994, appears at the bottom, and the small D mint mark can be found to the right of Washington's ponytail. The reverse, or back, also designed by John Flanagan, displays a majestic eagle with wings spread wide. The eagle rests on a bundle of arrows symbolizing military readiness, while olive branches below represent peace. The inscriptions include United States of America across the top, EPLUBUSUNUM above the eagle, and quarter dollar along the bottom. The coin is composed of a copper core clad between outer layers of copper nickel. It contains no silver. The total weight is 5.67 grams, and the diameter measures 24.3 millimeters. The edge is reeded with 119 ridges. The coin's metallic composition consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel on the outer layers, giving it durability for circulation. The D mint mark on the 1994 D quarter indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The Denver Mint has been producing coins since the early 20th century and is one of the largest coin-producing facilities in the United States. For Washington quarters dated 1994, coins were produced at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Philadelphia issues generally carry no mint mark, while Denver coins display the D mint mark. Although both varieties are common, collectors often compare strike quality and preservation between the two mint locations. In some cases, a high-grade example from one mint may be scarcer than the other, leading to higher values in certified mint state grades. The Denver Mint produced approximately 880,034,110 Washington quarters in 1994. This enormous production figure means the coin is very common in circulated grades. Most examples found in pocket change, old jars, and coin collections are worth only face value or slightly more. Despite the high mintage, top-quality examples are much less common than many collectors realize. Coins that survived without contact marks, scratches, or wear are difficult to locate, especially in the highest certified grades. Therefore, while the date itself is not rare, exceptional condition can make a significant difference in value. The value of a 1994 D quarter depends heavily on condition and whether the coin has any desirable mint errors or varieties. A heavily worn example in poor condition is generally worth its face value of 25 cents. Typical circulated coins usually trade between 25 cents and $1 depending on appearance and demand. A fine condition example with moderate wear may sell for around 50 cents to $1. Extremely fine examples that retain much of their original detail often bring $1 to $3. Attractive about uncirculated examples can sometimes reach $3 to $5. In mint state grades, values increase significantly. MS-63 examples may sell for approximately $5 to $10, while MS-65 specimens can bring $15 to $30. In MS-66 condition, prices may rise into the $50 range or higher, depending on market demand. The most valuable examples are those graded at the very top of the population by professional grading services. Exceptional MS-67 and MS-68 coins have sold for hundreds and sometimes over $1,000 when demand is strong. Auction records have shown premium quality certified examples bringing impressive prices because so few survive in nearly perfect condition. Actual market values fluctuate based on certification, eye appeal, and collector demand. The 1994 D quarter is known for several collectible mint errors. One of the most popular is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing because the blank planchet was not correctly positioned during striking. Depending on the percentage off-center, these errors can be worth tens or even hundreds of dollars. Another sought-after error is the clipped planchet, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a mistake during blank production. Broad strike errors, where the coin is struck without the retaining collar, can also attract collector interest. Die cracks are common and occur when a damaged die transfers raised lines onto the coin's surface. Larger die cracks may add value. Rotated die errors, where the obverse and reverse are not properly aligned, are also collected. Double strikes and wrong planchet errors are among the most valuable varieties because they are much scarcer. Collectors should carefully inspect all 1994 D quarters for unusual characteristics, as authentic mint errors can command premiums far above ordinary examples. One exciting aspect of the 1994 D quarter is that it can still be found today. Because so many were produced, examples continue to appear in circulation, bank rolls, inherited collections, estate sales, old coin albums, and forgotten coin jars. While most are worth face value, every collector hopes to discover a high-grade specimen or valuable mint error hiding among ordinary coins. Coin roll hunters frequently search boxes of quarters from banks because modern errors and high-grade survivors can still emerge decades after minting. Some of the best discoveries come from old family collections that have remained untouched for years. Before selling a 1994 D quarter, carefully examine the coin under good lighting. Look for strong luster, minimal wear, sharp details, and any unusual mint errors. High-grade examples may be worth professional grading if they appear nearly flawless. Collectors should never clean a coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and dramatically reduce value. Even gentle polishing can leave microscopic scratches that professional graders easily detect. For storage, use acid-free coin holders, capsules, or albums designed specifically for numismatic preservation. Keeping coins in a dry environment helps prevent damage and preserves long-term value. The 1994 D quarter is not generally considered a rare investment coin in circulated grades due to its massive mintage. However, the situation changes for certified high-grade examples and significant mint errors. Demand for top population, modern coins has grown steadily as collectors compete for the finest known specimens. Because the number of near-perfect surviving examples is limited, premium quality certified coins may continue attracting strong interest. Error coins also remain popular among specialists. While most 1994 D quarters will never become highly valuable, exceptional examples have the potential for long-term appreciation. Many collectors are surprised to learn that a coin with a mintage approaching 1 billion pieces can still become valuable in top condition. Another interesting fact is that the Washington quarter design used in 1994 had already been circulating for more than 60 years. The 1994 D quarter also belongs to the last generation of traditional Washington quarters before the state quarters program transformed coin collecting in America. Another fascinating detail is that some collectors specialize only in modern quarters, searching for the highest certified grades available. Competition among these collectors has helped drive record prices for elite condition examples that appear almost perfect under magnification. The 1994 D Washington quarter may seem like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but as you've seen today, condition, rarity, and mint errors can make a huge difference in value. Some examples are worth only face value, while others have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars when preserved in exceptional condition. So before you spend that next quarter, take a closer look, because a hidden treasure could be sitting right in your pocket, coin jar, or old collection. If you enjoyed this coin guide, make sure to like this video, leave a comment below telling us your best coin find, and subscribe to the channel for more rare coin discoveries, value guides, mint error information, and hidden treasure stories. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Next up, the 1981 D Washington quarter is a fascinating coin that many collectors and everyday coin hunters still search for today. While millions of these quarters were produced at the Denver Mint, finding one in high-grade condition has become much more difficult than many people realize. Most examples entered circulation and were heavily used in daily commerce, which means truly well-preserved coins are becoming increasingly desirable. The 1981 D quarter belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, one of the most collected coin series in American numismatics. Because of its popularity, collectors carefully examine these coins for high grades, rare mint errors, and unusual varieties that can significantly increase their value. Although most 1981 D quarters are worth only face value in circulation, exceptional examples have sold for impressive amounts, making this coin an exciting subject for collectors and treasure hunters alike. The Washington quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design proved so popular that it replaced the standing Liberty quarter and became a permanent part of United States coinage. By 1981, the Washington quarter had already been in production for nearly 50 years and had become one of the most familiar coins in American pockets. The year 1981 was an important period in American history. Ronald Reagan had recently become president, inflation remained a concern, and the United States economy was experiencing significant changes. During this time, quarters were essential for daily transactions, vending machines, parking meters, and public transportation. The Denver Mint continued producing large quantities of quarters to meet the nation's demand for circulating coinage. 1981 D quarter is especially interesting because it was produced during a period when the US Mint focused heavily on quantity rather than exceptional strike quality. As a result, many coins from this era display weak strikes and poor detail. Collectors today often seek sharply struck examples because they are much harder to find than the mintage numbers might suggest. This has created strong demand for top-quality specimens certified by professional grading services. The obverse, or front, of the 1981 D Washington quarter features a portrait of George Washington facing left. The design was created by sculptor John Flanagan. Above Washington's head appears the word Liberty, while the motto In God We Trust is located to the left. The date, 1981, appears below the portrait, and the mint mark D is found to the right of the ribbon at the base of Washington's neck. The reverse, or back, also designed by John Flanagan, displays a majestic eagle with wings spread. The eagle is perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing military readiness and national strength. Beneath the arrows are olive branches representing peace. The inscriptions include United States of America, EPLUBUSUNUM, and the denomination quarter dollar. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, consisting of outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. The reeded edge contains 119 reeds and is one of the coin's recognizable features. The D mint mark on the 1981 D quarter indicates that it was struck at the United States Mint facility in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins throughout its history and remains one of the primary coin-producing facilities in the country. For Washington quarters of this era, the mint mark plays an important role in identifying where a coin was made. Coins without a mint mark from 1981 were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. While both Philadelphia and Denver quarters are common in circulated grades, collectors often compare strike quality and availability in higher grades when determining rarity. In the case of the 1981 D quarter, top-grade examples are considerably scarcer than lower-grade pieces. The Denver Mint produced approximately 258,527,248 Washington quarters bearing the 1981 D mint mark. This is a very large production figure, making the coin common in circulated condition. Despite the large mintage, collectors should not assume every 1981 D quarter is easy to find in premium condition. Many examples were poorly struck or suffered heavy wear during circulation. As a result, coins graded mint state 66 and above become significantly more challenging to locate. Therefore, while the date itself is not rare, high-grade specimens can be surprisingly desirable and valuable. A heavily worn 1981 D quarter in poor condition is generally worth its face value of 25 cents. Most circulated examples typically trade between 25 cents and $1 depending on condition and local demand. Coins in fine condition often sell for around 50 cents to $2. Extremely fine examples showing moderate wear but retaining strong details may bring between $2 and $5. Attractive about uncirculated examples can reach $5 to $10. Uncirculated specimens usually start around $10 to $20 depending on strike quality and eye appeal. Coins graded MS63 or MS64 may sell for approximately $15 to $35. MS65 examples often command $40 to $100. Certified MS66 pieces can reach several $100s, while exceptional MS67 examples have sold for well over $1,000 at auction. Auction records fluctuate with market conditions, but top population examples certified by major grading services have realized prices exceeding several $1,000s. Such results are reserved for extraordinarily well-preserved coins with outstanding strike quality and exceptional eye appeal. The 1981 D Washington quarter is known to exist with several collectible mint errors. Collectors actively search for off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin was struck incorrectly. Depending on the percentage off-center, these pieces can be worth substantial premiums. Clipped planchet errors occur when a portion of the metal blank is missing before striking. These unusual pieces are highly collectible. Broad strikes, which occur when the collar fails during striking, create coins with expanded diameters and missing rims. Die cracks are another popular error type. These appear as raised lines on the coin caused by cracks developing in the dies. Larger die breaks can create dramatic and valuable varieties. Rotated die errors, where the obverse and reverse are not properly aligned, also attract collector interest. Double-struck examples, wrong planchet strikes, and major die varieties are considerably rarer and can command significant premiums. Values depend heavily on the size, visibility, and rarity of the error. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1981 D-quarter is that examples can still occasionally be found in circulation. Coin rolls from banks, old collections, inherited estates, forgotten coin jars, and storage boxes. While most circulated pieces are worth only face value, collectors have discovered valuable high-grade coins and genuine mint errors in unexpected places. Because many people overlook modern quarters, searching through rolls and accumulated change remains a low-cost way to hunt for collectible examples. The possibility of finding a high-grade coin or a rare mint error keeps many hobbyists searching year after year. Before selling any 1981 D-quarter, carefully examine its overall condition, strike quality, and possible errors. Even a common date can become valuable if it grades unusually high or displays a desirable mint error. Using a magnifying glass or coin loop can help identify important details. Collectors should never clean their coins. Cleaning can damage the original surfaces and significantly reduce collector value. Many beginners mistakenly believe cleaning improves a coin, but professional collectors strongly prefer original, untouched surfaces. For potentially valuable examples, professional grading by services such as PCGS or NGC may be worthwhile. Proper storage in coin holders, capsules, or archival quality albums will help preserve condition and protect long-term value. The investment potential of the 1981 D Washington quarter depends largely on condition and rarity. Ordinary circulated examples are unlikely to appreciate significantly because of their large surviving population. However, premium quality mint state coins continue to attract collector demand. The Washington Quarter series remains one of the most widely collected U.S. coin series, ensuring ongoing interest from collectors. As more top-grade examples become locked away in collections and registry sets, the finest known specimens may continue to experience strong demand. Error coins and certified high-grade examples offer the greatest potential for future appreciation. Many collectors are surprised to learn that a quarter minted in the hundreds of millions can still become valuable when found in exceptional condition. Another interesting fact is that many quarters from the late 1970s and early 1980s are known for weaker strikes, making sharply detailed examples much scarcer than mintage numbers suggest. The Washington Quarter design remained largely unchanged from 1932 until the state quarter program began in 1999, making the 1981 D-quarter part of one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. This continuity has helped make the series extremely popular with collectors around the world. The 1981 D Washington Quarter may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but as you've seen today, some examples can be worth far more than 25 cents. Whether you're searching for high-grade coins, rare mint errors, or hidden treasures in old collections, this quarter proves that valuable discoveries can still be waiting in unexpected places. Take a close look at your pocket change, coin jars, and family collections, because you never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, rare errors, and hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And most importantly, keep checking your coins because your next valuable discovery could already be in your hands today. Next up, The 1984 P. Washington quarter is one of the most interesting modern United States quarter-dollar coins that collectors still search for today. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary coin worth only 25 cents, but many collectors know that certain examples can be worth significantly more than face value. Coins from the 1980s are becoming increasingly popular because many have disappeared from circulation, and high-grade examples are surprisingly difficult to find. The 1984 P quarter is especially attractive to collectors because it was produced during an important period in modern American coinage, and some rare era varieties have sold for impressive prices. Whether found in pocket change, old coin jars, inherited collections, or bank rolls, this coin continues to attract attention from both beginners and experienced numismatists. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Originally intended as a one-year commemorative issue, the design became so popular that it permanently replaced the standing Liberty Quarter. By 1984, the Washington Quarter had already been in circulation for more than 50 years and had become one of the most recognized coins in America. The year 1984 was an interesting period in United States history. Ronald Reagan was serving as president. The American economy was experiencing strong growth after the recession of the early 1980s, and technological advancements were beginning to reshape everyday life. During this period, millions of quarters were needed for commerce, vending machines, parking meters, and daily transactions. As a result, the United States Mint produced large quantities of quarters to meet demand. Although the 1984 P quarter was struck primarily for circulation, collectors today recognize its importance because many examples entered circulation immediately and became heavily worn. Finding a sharply struck, well-preserved coin with original mint luster has become increasingly difficult. As time passes, more collectors are assembling complete Washington Quarter collections, creating additional demand for high-quality examples from the 1980s. The obverse, or front, of the 1984 P Washington Quarter features a left-facing portrait of George Washington. The design was created by sculptor John Flanagan, whose portrait was based on a bust of Washington by French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon. Above Washington's head appears the word Liberty, while the national motto "In God We Trust" is displayed to the left. The date, 1984, appears below the portrait, and the mint mark P is located near the date. The reverse, or back, displays a majestic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing military strength and national preparedness. Olive branches beneath the eagle represent peace. Above the eagle appears United States of America, while EPLUBUSUNUM is displayed above the eagle's head. The denomination, quarter dollar, appears at the bottom. The coin is composed of a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper-nickel-clad metal. The total composition is approximately 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel by weight. The coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter with a reeded edge. These specifications were standard for Washington quarters after the removal of silver from circulating quarters in 1965. The P mint mark on the 1984 quarter indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This is historically significant because Philadelphia coins traditionally carried no mint mark for most of U.S. coinage history. Beginning in 1980, however, the Philadelphia Mint started placing the P mint mark on quarters, making the 1984 P part of this relatively modern tradition. The Philadelphia Mint is one of the oldest and most important mint facilities in the United States. Although Philadelphia-produced quarters are usually common because of large production numbers, certain high-grade examples and era varieties can still be quite valuable. The mint location itself does not make the coin rare, but condition and eras can dramatically affect value. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 676,545,000 Washington quarters in 1984. This enormous mintage means that the coin is very common in circulated grades. Millions entered daily commerce and remained in circulation for decades. Despite the large production figure, truly superb mint state examples are much scarcer than many collectors realize. Most coins received bag marks, scratches, or wear shortly after production. As a result, coins certified in the highest mint state grades can command surprisingly strong prices in today's collector market. The value of a 1984 P quarter depends heavily on its condition, strike quality, eye appeal, and whether it contains any mint errors. A heavily worn example in poor condition is generally worth face value, or around 25 cents. A typical circulated coin showing moderate wear is usually worth between 25 cents and $1. A fine-grade example often sells for approximately 50 cents to $2, depending on overall appearance. An extremely fine specimen with light wear and strong details may bring between $1 and $5. A standard uncirculated example with original mint luster generally ranges from $3 to $15. Higher-grade mint state coins certified by professional grading services can become significantly more valuable. MS-65 examples often sell for $15 to $40, while MS-66 coins may reach $50 to $150 depending on market demand. In top-certified grades such as MS-67 and above, values can rise dramatically. Exceptional registry quality examples have sold for hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars at major auctions because of their rarity in such pristine condition. Auction records fluctuate as the market changes, but the finest certified examples have realized prices well into the thousands of dollars when competition among advanced collectors is strong. The 1984 P quarter is particularly famous among era collectors. One of the most desirable varieties is the 1984 P double die obverse. This variety shows noticeable doubling on parts of the design and lettering and is considered one of the important modern quarter eras. Depending on condition and visibility of the doubling, these coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes are another collectible error. These occur when the blank planchet is not properly centered during striking. The more dramatic the off-center strike while still showing the date, the more valuable the coin can become. Clipped planchet errors occur when part of the metal blank is missing before striking, leaving a distinctive curved cut on the coin. These are highly sought after by error specialists. Broad strike errors happen when the collar fails during striking, causing the coin to spread beyond normal dimensions. Such examples are often worth substantial premiums. Die cracks, die chips, and cuds can also be found. While minor examples may carry small premiums, larger and more dramatic die errors are often eagerly collected. Wrong planchet strikes, where a quarter design is struck on metal intended for another denomination, are extremely rare and can command very high prices at auction. Rotated die errors and multiple strike errors are also known and are highly desirable when authenticated by professional grading services. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1984 P quarter is that valuable examples can still be discovered. Because hundreds of millions were produced, many remain hidden in circulation, coin jars, piggy banks, estate collections, old dresser drawers, and inherited accumulations. Collectors regularly search bankrolls looking for high-grade examples and era varieties. The famous 1984 P double die obverse variety has been found by ordinary collectors who carefully examined coins obtained at face value. This means that searching quarters can still be a rewarding treasure hunt. While finding a valuable era is not common, it remains possible, which adds excitement to collecting this coin. Before selling any 1984 P quarter, carefully inspect the coin under good lighting and magnification. Look for signs of doubling, unusual striking characteristics, or exceptional preservation. Condition is one of the most important factors affecting value. Collectors should never clean a coin. Cleaning often damages the original surface and can dramatically reduce collector value. Even a coin that appears dirty may be worth more in its natural state than after cleaning. For potentially valuable examples, professional grading from services such as PCGS or NGC can provide authentication and increase buyer confidence. Coins should be stored in protective holders, capsules, or archival quality flips to prevent scratches and environmental damage. The 1984 P quarter is not generally considered a rare date, but its investment potential exists in several areas. High-grade certified examples continue to attract registry set collectors who compete for the finest known coins. Era varieties, especially the double die obverse, remain highly desirable and often experience steady demand. As more collectors focus on modern U.S. coinage, interest in well-preserved examples from the 1980s continues to grow. While common circulated pieces are unlikely to experience major appreciation, exceptional mint state coins and significant errors may continue to increase in value over time. Many people spend 1984 P quarters every day without realizing they could be carrying a collectible coin. The 1984 P double die obverse is considered one of the most famous modern quarter varieties and has become a favorite among era collectors. The coin was produced during Ronald Reagan's presidency and circulated throughout one of America's most economically significant decades. Although hundreds of millions were struck, finding one in superb gem condition today is much harder than most people expect. Some top-grade examples are worth thousands of times their face value, proving that even modern pocket change can hold surprises. The 1984 P Washington quarter may seem like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but as you've seen, certain examples can be worth far more than face value. From rare double die varieties and striking errors to high-grade mint state treasures, this coin continues to attract collectors across the world. Before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look. You might be holding a valuable collectible without even knowing it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Coin Treasure HD for more rare coin discoveries, valuable era coin guides, and hidden treasure stories. And don't forget to check your coin jars, old collections, and pocket change today, because your next valuable coin could already be waiting for you.